Okay, how y'all doing? This is Rob in the garden. Welcome, fellow YouTubers, YouTube family and friends. I just received my other pump that I ordered, the Aqua Strong. Okay, now I have two pumps, and like they say, one is none, two is one. Oh, however they say it, I just heard it. So this second pump that I ordered, this is the one that I originally wanted to order. So I was getting ready to send back this first pump, this Vivor, because I don't know, I'm not too crazy about Vivors. I feel that anytime I see Vivor, I'm gonna run the other way because their products are not the best of the best. But other than that, quality is out the window. You're not gonna get no type of quality with this company because I ordered a shelf and it said heavy duty. And anytime I think about heavy duty, man, I'm 300 pounds, going on 300 pounds, and it should hold a regular 300-pound guy. That's heavy duty. Don't put heavy duty on something if it's not gonna be heavy duty. I built the shelf and it looked more like a shoe rack instead of a heavy duty shelf like it subscribed. It described. I spent the whole week researching the pressure switch. Like I said, I never had to deal with a pressure switch in my life. I mean, I know what it is, but for me to figure out the mechanics and how it works took me a minute. Yeah, I know it's a switch. It's a switch, but other than that, I had to figure out what makes it tick. And come to find out, there's a diaphragm that is pushed when a certain amount of pressure is built. And then the switch goes on and off. The problem with this Vivor, this first Vivor that I got, is that it's not regulated properly. So it's quality. I did my research on these pumps, and these pumps are kind of like on the lower end. For these types of pump, I mean, it's like the lowest you'll probably pay is 40, 50, 60 starting. They're starting at $60 and all the way up to, I'm gonna say 150 to 200. Those are the lower end. And this is what I got, a lower end pump. So the quality is not gonna be there. So the accuracy of the pressure switch, it's not there at all. It's not there at all. The accuracy of the pressure switch, I mean, they got pumps. Like, if you go into a medium quality type pump, then you're gonna be looking at 250 and up. I mean, I've seen pumps 250, 300, 400, and I've seen them all the way up to, like, if you're getting top quality of these same type of well pump, you'll pay 900 for top quality, but I'm not willing to spend that much. So I just need something that's gonna work. So with that pressure switch situation, I did research that it'll work better with a tank, a pressure tank, but I'm not gonna spend that money yet. So that's why I'm like, let me hold on to this pump. I thought about returning it, but I think that'll be another project for another day if I go ahead and get the pressure tank and try to see if this will work properly. In the meanwhile, I do want this to work properly. That's why I went ahead and got the Aqua Strong shallow well pump, and that's the one with the switch. So if y'all want to do the similar project, because everybody project ain't gotta be exactly the same, I'm just doing what works for me. So right now, a pressure switch is not gonna work for me. So I went ahead and got me one with just an off and on switch for the application that I'm trying to do right now. Just save yourself the headache. If y'all don't want to deal with the pressure switch, because then you're gonna have to learn how to sit up there and try to change the pressure settings, then you're gonna have to, if you get one with a pressure switch, you're gonna have to teach yourself and try to learn how to change the pressure settings, because they may come in and the pressure switch may be off. So you may have to mess around with it a little bit. I mean, I did my research for a whole week, and I looked up pressure switches, what they do, and how can you like adjust them, not only adjust them, but like mess with them, do what you call it, like switch things around, adapt new things to it, and like little tricks with these things. And there's not much to them, they're just a basic switch, and I like to keep things simple. So definitely I just want a regular switch, off and on switch, because there's other projects I could be messing around with versus just sitting here and trying to figure out how to get this to automatically turn on and automatically turn on. That's a project definitely for another day. So that's why I decided to just go ahead and keep it, because like they say, one is none, two is one. Go ahead and put in these fittings. Y'all basically seen me did this with this last pump. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to the whole setup, where I'm gonna move this one to here, and then this one with the magic of video editing. Fast forward. I got everything hooked up. Get this cord unwrapped. It should be on the off position. So we've got it plugged in. So now last time for the primer, I was going back and forth, filling, refilling, filling, but I got a little trick. All I have to do is go over here, turn this little faucet on until I got water coming out of this hole. I can hear it filling up. Might take a little bit, but I'm just waiting for the water. Okay, there it goes. Gonna close that back up. And I already made quite a mess. Then I'm gonna go back over here and put that little cap on. Now I'm standing in a puddle of water. Are Crocs made out of plastic or rubber? I'm trying to avoid getting electrocuted. Where did that plier go? Okay. That water's a little chilly. So I got the priming plug back on. So the pump's been primed. Okay, I made a mess like usual. Okay, this time all I have to do is hit the switch. Now with the Teflon tape, everything is tight. Nothing is leaking. And I guess I have to give it a moment. Oh, I almost forgot. Gotta turn that on. So it's working. So it was a little loud until once I turned that valve, when the water made its way in, then it got a whole lot quieter. So I guess they charge in way a lot more because of the pressure switch. But I do notice that this have a different type of metal. So that still might be an anti-rust metal. And this one, I'm not sure, but this one may rust. But for some reason, this came with a handle. And it's just a little bit more cheaper. It was about like $20 more cheaper. I bought this one for $65, and I bought that one for $93. You know, plus shipping, tax, whatever. But okay, I got a little leak right here, so I gotta tighten that down some. We had rain down here in Central Florida yesterday, so I ordered this tote cover. Finally, it came in, but I'm trying to order 3 of them. By the time I realized that they had them back in stock, I was able to only order 1. So I can, hopefully, I can get them back, catch them back in stock, so I can order 2 more. See, this is the tote cover that I've ordered that I really like because they kind of blend in with the wall, and it's like a little bit inconspicuous, you know, low key. So people don't have to know what these are. With the cover, people won't know what they are. The only issue that I have right now is that I can't get back in the back to put the rest of the cover on. So luckily, I've been using this in watering plants at nighttime. So these containers are not full. They're not full to the top. Let me see. I'm gonna say that's a lot of water. They're halfway. So I'm gonna say I got 275. So for me to try to get the rest of this cover on there, I would have to empty out the container and try to get this to move around a little bit so I can get to the back. I mean, I left a little space, but it wasn't enough space for me to get to the back and for me to try to bring that down. I really like the tote covers because the other colors they look crazy. So this is the nicest color that they have. And I got this on eBay. So it's a big difference with the cover. It looked aesthetically pleasing. So I'm definitely gonna try to get 2 more covers because I am gonna add that third IBC tote. And then after I add that third one, I'm probably gonna add the 4th one. So this is how this sounds. It's pretty quiet. And then all I gotta do is come over and hit that off switch. And that's it. Like I said, everybody, make it easier on yourself. If you're gonna get a similar pump, because I seen those under the water, under the sink pumps. And I mean, they just, to me, I think they're gonna be too small for me. Because knowing me, I'm gonna go ahead and get it, and then I'm gonna upgrade everything, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, I need a bigger pump. So I just went with the biggest that I can get right now, which will do for right now. If I need one bigger, then I'll get that later. But for right now, I don't think I'm gonna need a bigger pump in a minute. It's gonna be a minute before I need a bigger pump because it's actually doing what I need for it to do. I forgot to close that valve because that sprinkler head, it's an open end. So what it's gonna do, all that water is just gonna keep pouring out until the container is empty, which is probably gonna take forever. But I gotta close this valve so that way the water will stop, you know, going through the whole system and pouring out on that other end. So that's why I'm saying that pressure switch won't work for my system, because this end don't close. That sprinkler head, it don't have a button, a switch where you can turn it off. It stays open. So that way that pressure will never build up, and then the pump will never turn off by itself. So that pressure switch system just is not gonna work for me right now. Yeah, but this is the setup, and this is the AquaStrong. See if I can get on the other side. This is the AquaStrong 1.6 pump. I'm satisfied with it, and this will be another project, so I'm gonna leave that on there. So I kind of got two out the way today. I got this hooked up. The arm, what it is, I keep on forgetting, the AquaStrong. I got the AquaStrong pump hooked up, and then I just got this IBC tote. Yeah, so it's gonna be a game trying to empty out this IBC system just so I can reach to the back, because I'll be able to, at that point, I'll be able to move the IBC totes a little bit just to get to the back and bring that cover all the way down. Because it did rain yesterday, so there was less water in here, but now it's up to halfway. So what I want to do is empty it out all the way, fix this cover, and then most likely it's gonna rain tomorrow. Here in South Central Florida, it don't spend more than 1 month. 1 month don't go by. Like the longest, it'll be 1 month before it rains. And then the pressure tanks are expensive. I seen the price on the pressure tank. I mean, for just a 20 gallon, the smallest I could find, it's probably like, I mean, they're smaller, but a decent like 20 gallon, it will cost you $200. So I'm not ready for that. I got other projects going on, so I'm not ready for that yet. I'm still waiting for my solar panels to come in. The 200 watt bifacial solar panels, those are the ones that I'm waiting to come in. So ain't nobody got that money. Okay, like I was saying, if you want to save yourself the headache, go ahead and get one with a switch. If you want to save your time, save yourself some time, money, and you just don't have the time to mess around with stuff, go ahead and get the strong water with the switch, the aqua water. This one, I mean, it's gonna be useful as soon as I get a pressure tank. That'll work.